Hello everyone. This new release from the APS factory comes in a total of 8 colors, including steel with white dials, black dials, green dials, and blue dials, and rose gold with black dials, blue dials, and green dials, as well as a black ceramic version. Today I'm going to give you a review of the white dial. The movement of this watch is open-molded to the original, and all the functions of the original are possible. The functions are dates, chronograph, flyback, a 30-minute chronograph subdial at 9 o'clock, a 12-hour chronograph subdial at 3 o'clock, and a 60-second subdial at 6 o'clock, compared to the Daytona's 4130 and 4131 movements. With the extra dates and flyback functions, this movement is technically more complex and more difficult to clone. So I think it's quite remarkable that this movement is more of a test of a movement factory's design and manufacturing capabilities. Even though it is a copy of the original, it still deserves my respect for being able to realize such complex functions of the original. Let's take a look at the watch movement. Caliber AP 4401, which has a diameter of 32 millimeters, a thickness of 8 millimeters, and a frequency of 800 vibrations per hour, which makes the movement more stable. The number of parts is 367, and the power reserve is up to 72 hours. During the timekeeping process, the zeroing and restarting operations can be accomplished at the same time by pressing the start button only once. Quick and easy. This feature adds to the complexity of the movement, but also enhances its practicality and visual appeal. Cloning a movement of this complexity is a huge undertaking that requires disassembling all the parts of the original movement and then precisely copying each and every one of them to ensure an accuracy within a margin of error of 0.01 millimeters. Then all the clone parts are assembled into a complete movement to make sure it works properly. We can see that the structure and design of the movement is the same as the original. The original is polished with Geneva stripes on the upper bridges and fish scales on the lower layers. These polishes not only improve the aesthetics of the movement, but also increase its durability. The cloned movement parts are not as finely polished as the original, so its external beauty and durability cannot be compared to the original. Even so, the movement still looks very nice. Let's take a closer look at the dial. The white dial gives the overall design a fresh and bright look that is suitable for a variety of occasions, complementing both formal and casual attire. Typically, AP's dials feature a unique tapisserie texture, a lattice-like pattern that adds a visual layer of sophistication to the watch. This lattice pattern adds a visual layer that makes the watch look even more sophisticated. The sunburst pattern looks beautiful when viewed from different angles and in different light. The hour markers on the dial are hand-polished and look smooth against the white background. The brand logo at 12 o'clock is connected, and these connected letters add difficulty to the polishing. So it may not be very smooth when you look at it with a lot of magnification, but it is perfectly fine when you look at it from a normal social distance. The hands are much easier to hand sand and polish than the logos. They look smooth. Occasionally you will see a little scratch, but it's not a big problem. The left subdial at 9 o'clock shows the 30-minute counter. The right subdial at 3 o'clock shows the 12-hour counter, and the subdial at 6 o'clock shows the seconds. In the lower right corner is the date window. All of these functions are truly usable. This is a true 1:1 clone. We can see that the whole dial will have obvious sunburst when changing different angles, and similarly, the 3 subdials will have independent sunburst, and the tracks of the 3 small circles can also be seen to produce different colors due to different angles of light, which is very beautiful. Let's measure the size and thickness of the watch. The case diameter of the original is 41 millimeters. As for the thickness, it may vary a little bit from color to color, but the thickness of the watches in this series is usually around 4 millimeters. The diameter and thickness that we measured is in line with the original, and the weight is about 170 grams, which is also in line with the original data. Once again, the fact of 1:1 cloning is verified. The material used for both the case and bracelet is 316L stainless steel. This stainless steel material is widely used in high-end watch manufacturing due to its excellent corrosion resistance, high strength, and good machinability. As we can see, this watch continues the style of the Royal Oak series with a unique octagonal bezel, which is different from the traditional round watches. This bold geometric shape contributes to its strong visual identity. The bracelet is made from high-quality stainless steel. One of the standout features of the bracelet is its integrated design, which seamlessly connects to the case, creating a cohesive and fluid look. The bracelet consists of a series of octagonal links, mirroring the shape of the Royal Oak's bezel. This unique design contributes to its distinctive aesthetic. The bracelet showcases a combination of polished and brushed finishes. Let's compare the 904L stainless steel bracelets. The bracelet on the left is a Rolex Submariner Oyster bracelet in 904L stainless steel. The one on the right is AP with 316L stainless steel. It's not hard to see that the surface of the bracelet on the right has undergone a special brush treatment, and the color leans towards white gold, making it look like a precious metal color. It's just that the brushed finish causes it to look less shiny. Next, I want to talk about the comparison between the watches in this series and the Daytona. For a long time, the quality of chronograph watches with caliber 7750 has not been consistent enough. So the chronograph watches have been occupied by the vast majority of the market by the 4130 caliber Daytona. Now the new Rolex Daytona 4131 caliber is available. Rolex's 4130 caliber is less functional than AP's 4401 caliber with less date and flyback, and the 4401 caliber is more complex. And from a technical standpoint, the 4401 caliber is more difficult to clone. If you are tired of the chronograph watch Daytona, this new model is a good choice. Moreover, the price of this series of watches is not much more expensive compared to the clean or BT factory versus factory Daytona.